Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. I want to start off by saying Happy Thanksgiving to all of you and your families. I hope you are having a fantastic Thanksgiving or have had a fantastic Thanksgiving depending on when you are watching this. And because Thanksgiving is partially all about food, I figured it would be the perfect day to tackle one of our advancements, specifically a balanced diet, in which we eat everything in the game that is edible, whether it is good for us or not. I have already gone ahead and written down all of the items that we need for this advancement right here in this book, and we are just going to kind of go through it one at a time. Some of them, of course, we have already eaten, but we will just continue to go through, eat those items, and erase them. Of course, the big one on the list is the enchanted golden apple, which I am not 100% sure. I don't even have, well, I have golden carrots in here. I'm not even 100% sure if we have obtained an enchanted golden apple, and if that's the case, this could be a very difficult episode for us. Maybe in the valuables chest, it doesn't look like we have obtained one. I'm not seeing any anywhere in here either, and I did do some more branch mining since the last episode got a few more diamond ore, but today we are going to have to figure out how to get an enchanted golden apple. As for everything else, it should be fairly straightforward, so we will start to gather up all of these different food items and throw them into a chest. And even if I've already eaten them, I'm still going to add them into the chest just for organization. That way we can be sure that we have eaten every single one. We will start with the ones that I'm less certain that we have eaten, because we have already consumed 14 different food items, so we will start with the ones that I don't think that we have eaten, and then we will move on from there. So of course we will need all of these different items in here: the cookie, the pumpkin, the potato, and the salmon, all the fish, and various meats and whatnot. And I do also know that cake is not involved in this, so we will not be making a cake today. However, pumpkin pie is, and that will actually be the last item that we consume. I think it's kind of a perfect way to end in this episode. So we need to get a few more food resources or food items, specifically from these cows right here, although I think I may have some food in this chest right in here. It doesn't look like I do. And is chorus fruit on the list? It sure is. We will grab one of these. Of course, that is the popped chorus fruit, and now I'm realizing that I may have cooked all of our chorus fruit, and we may have to return to the end to get some more. Let's go ahead and have a look. Popped chorus fruit, it looks like we have one chorus flower, so we will be able to plant this, and we will be okay, fortunately. I'm gonna grab some bone meal. I'm not 100% sure if we can bone meal chorus fruit, but we will find out right out here. And I'm assuming I have to plant it on some end stone. We'll see if that does the trick. There we go. And can we bone meal this? No, we cannot. Okay, so we will wait for that to grow. In the meantime, let's work on some other food resources. Again, there's a lot of food that I know we have already consumed, such as bread, but I just want to add this into the chest just so we can at least visualize all of the food being here. We also need some mob drops. We need the rotten flesh. We need a puffer fish and a spider eye. And we will add these ones down here at the bottom. Do we have any suspicious stew? I don't know that we do. Where would I have put it? I really don't think we do. I think I would have put it into the food chest, and I don't think we really need to reorganize our whole storage system. It's starting to get a little dated for us. And let's go ahead and make a couple bowls so we can create our mushroom soup or mushroom stew, the rabbit stew, and the suspicious stew. So we will need a few mushrooms for these, which I seem to not have any. So we will set out to find some mushrooms here in a moment. Oh, and we also have beetroot soup as well. So let me go harvest some of those. And I never planted any beetroots. I don't know how I never got around to that. I know I have beetroot seeds though. I could have sworn we found some in the end and brought those back with us. Where might they be? Well, this is not good. I have no idea where those beetroot seeds ended up. So let me actually fly over to the village and we will see if any of the farmers have planted any. And I am not seeing any beetroots. That is a little unfortunate. I could have sworn we found some when we were in the end at one of those end cities and ships. Something over here just died. I hope it was a zombie. And it sure was. Okay, we have a villager all the way out here with mending. Our mending villager has seemed to escape. Hopefully he doesn't wander off too far. And we have another one right up here. I don't know how they are getting out. We will have to look into this issue. For now, we are going to stay focused. As I was flying over to the village, I did spy on the captions that there were some rabbits in the valley right down here. So we will keep an eye out for them and see if we can hit them. Maybe with our bow from a distance. I do see one right down. Never mind, that's a flower. Here we go. That is not a flower. So let's go ahead and shoot that rabbit from a distance. There we go. We got the raw rabbit, which is one of 3 raw rabbits that we will need. Of course, one of them will be cooked and one of them will be added to the soup. Looks like we do have a second one right here. Perfect. And we got our first rabbit hide from that as well. And I just found a pink sheep. One of the rarer mobs of the game. This is actually the first pink sheep I've discovered in vanilla Minecraft in a very long time. It's been years since the last time I came across a pink sheep in the natural environment. Of course, it blends in perfectly with the cherry blossom, the cherry grove right behind it. But I am still on the search for some rabbits. I just need one more, and then we will be able to call it good. You know, I would not be opposed to rabbits being slightly more common in the future updates, but right here it looks like we have a large group of them, so I'll just go ahead and kill one right here. There we go. We got the third raw rabbit that we will need, and we should be good to head back home with this and start making some soup. And I'm just going to set up a temporary furnace right here just so we can have a quick point to smelt or cook some of this food. So we have the cooked and raw rabbit. We need cooked versions of all of these food items right up top. And then I also have the tropical fish in there. 4 bowls for the various soups and stews. I know we consumed a handful of golden apples in our wither fight last episode, but again, I would just like to have one of each of these items, just so we kind of have an idea of everything that's accounted for. So now we need to find some mushrooms. You know, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and take a stab in the dark that mushrooms grow and spread on mycelium. We most certainly did not plant all of these. So it's nice to know, though, that I have a good source of mushrooms. If I could find a red mushroom or 2 and plant those in here, that would be very convenient as well. But I will harvest some of those, and I suppose in the off season, this graveyard will sort of serve as our mushroom farm. But I think our best shot to find a golden apple, or an enchanted golden apple, is probably gonna be in a desert temple. That would be my best guess. Although this says they can also be found in bastion remnants, ancient cities of course, but we are not ready for that. Mineshafts and dungeons. Ruined portals actually have a chance to generate enchanted golden apples, which has me curious. There's a ruined portal right on the other side of this mountain right here. I think we should just check it out, just to see. I don't think I've been to it. I keep flying past it because normally they don't really contain anything interesting, but it never hurts to check. We will see what it has in this chest. And a normal golden apple, that's okay. We will certainly grab that. I suppose I probably could have checked here before crafting that other golden apple, but oh well. But with all of that being said, we can really search in all facets of the world for an enchanted golden apple. I really can't believe I don't have one. I could have sworn that I did find one earlier in the series, but I suppose not. The only other place I could think to look would be in our house right over here, in a chest somewhere. Or perhaps in one of our barrels. And it doesn't look like we have one anywhere. Definitely not in our trophy case, and we certainly didn't find one in the trail ruin. Again though, not to worry, we can just spend some time searching for one of those. But let me see if we can find some red mushrooms anywhere. Underground is definitely the place to search. Well, after, I kid you not, 2 hours of searching for a red mushroom, I finally found just one in the swamp. So we are going to go plant this up at the graveyard and see if we can duplicate it at all. That was a very tedious and annoying search, but I'm glad I was finally able to find at least one. Of course, we need many more than just one, so hopefully that will begin to spread. I also found a very impressive cave system underneath our house that I will have to show all of you in the future. I believe the entrance to that is somewhere up here. It actually might be back on this side of the mountain, perhaps where all of this dripstone is, I think, is where the cave was. I found 2 mine shafts down there, one in the stone layers, one in the deep slate layers. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a minecart chest, so we will still have to continue the search for an enchanted golden apple. But in the meantime, all of our food, the rest of it, is coming along quite nicely. So if we pull out our book, we can see that we are still missing the beetroots. I know that we've consumed baked potatoes before, but we don't have those in there yet. So I will go ahead and cook one of these real quick. But I'm going to start deleting the items that we do have in there, just to help us keep track of everything a little bit better. And with everything narrowed down, this is what we have remaining. It's 10 different items, of course the most difficult being the enchanted golden apple. We also need dried kelp, so let me grab some of... Well, we have one single kelp out of here. That is perfect. We will put that in the furnace, and that will take care of the kelp. We need some glowberries. I think we can find those. Well, we may have to head down to our axolotl enclosure to get some of those. And I've been doing a lot of off-camera breeding with the axolotls. Still no blue ones yet, but the population is slowly increasing. On top of the glowberries, we will also need sweet berries, which I know I have collected somewhere. Okay, never mind, I guess I haven't. But this whole task really is making me realize how poorly organized I am. So I think pretty soon it's going to be time to automate our storage system. As for the chorus fruit, it looks like the chorus plant is all finished here, so we can go ahead and grab some of the chorus flowers from this, just so we can regrow a couple more of these. Actually, if we wreck the top, I wonder if it will grow from that single stem. I guess we will find out. but I will harvest all of that chorus fruit, and we will add this to our food chest. Perfect, and we can cross chorus fruit off of the list. So we now need beetroot and beetroot soup, an enchanted golden apple, mushroom stew, rabbit stew, suspicious stew, and sweet berries. Most of these require mushrooms to make, and of course the sweet berries we need to just set out and find those. It shouldn't be that difficult. In fact, I can probably find some up here. Alright, we are gonna head to the outer end islands to see if we can find some beetroot seeds in an end city. And I wonder if I've been to this end city before. It doesn't look like I have. Okay. I'll just break my way through the roof right here, and in this chest, well, not what we were looking for. Alright, this one's got a ship. I'll go ahead and grab the elytra from it. Always good to have a backup. Diamond boots in here. Diamond pickaxe with Curse of Vanishing. And I'll get that elytra as well. No beetroot seeds though. Anytime you're looking for something in Minecraft, that's when you're not gonna find it. If I wanted a diamond helmet and diamond boots, I'd probably have a handful of beetroot seeds right now. So we'll head in here and see if there's any good loot inside of the chest in here. And yes, there we go, 10 beetroot seeds. Perfect. And some gold, another diamond helmet as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and double check, but I don't believe we can find enchanted golden apples in end cities. Okay, yeah, no, we will not find them in end cities, so I'm gonna head back conveniently. There is a gateway right down here, and I need to repair some of my tools and armor. So I will get that taken care of at our XP farm right down here. So we will get these beetroots planted, and I'm just gonna bone meal these. And that will give us enough to, that one was not ready yet, and that will give us enough to make the soup and have the beetroot to eat by itself. Never mind, we need 6 beetroots for the soup, so 5 to go. Actually, let's go ahead and check on the status of our mushroom and see if that has grown at all, or spread. Doesn't look like it, and I'm curious if we, well, I didn't mean to do that. Can we bone meal mycelium? No. Okay, well, I accidentally just got rid of our one single red mushroom. I'm gonna do some digging, see if we can find a way to turn these into red mushrooms, so I'll be right back. Well, I couldn't find anything. I'm not tearing that down right now. I'll do that later, but I remembered that red mushrooms can also be found in the nether, so that's where I'm gonna head. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are 10 of them as soon as I go through the portal. Here we go, we have many large handfuls of these red mushrooms. I kind of feel stupid now, but at least we have them. So 12 mushrooms, that should be plenty for us. Now I'll harvest the rest of the beetroot, so now we should be able to make all of our soups and stews. We will grab the bowls, the cooked rabbit, some more of those beetroots, and I know for the suspicious stew we will need a flour, so we can make the mushroom stew. We can make our suspicious stew, which I believe I actually put the flour in with the mushrooms. Perfect. The beetroot soup and the rabbit stew is made with, it looks like a baked potato in there and a carrot as well. So let me bake one more potato. And we can go ahead and remove all of those soups and stews, which leaves us with, believe it or not, sweet berries and, of course, an enchanted golden apple, which is a lot easier to believe. And I think our best shot at a enchanted golden apple now is going to be flying around searching for ruined nether portals as we come across them, but mostly looking for desert temples. So I'm gonna fly back to the desert and probably beyond it. I do know of one temple that we have been to, but I don't think there was an enchanted golden apple there. So I will continue past it and see if we can find another desert temple. I will meet back up with all of you if I do find one, but otherwise, if we can't find one in this episode, we will just have to wait probably until we find and raid an ancient city. Alright, here we go. That looks like the same desert temple that I have been to. And it definitely is. There is that nether portal. So at this point, I'm just kind of flying around in circles. And I think I'm about to call it quits, unfortunately. I have not found anything for a while now. Oh, wait, here we go. This is a desert temple right here. Let's see if we have been inside of it. We have not. Alright, so here we go. Here is our chance to get an enchanted golden apple. Cross our fingers here that we can get one. Nothing, 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 and is this the chest? Make or break? We got it! Yes, it wasn't sparkling at first because they removed all of that, but yes, we got the enchanted golden apple. So let's fly out of here. Let's head home. I still need sweet berries, believe it or not. I found an enchanted golden apple before I found sweet berries. So let me grab some of those and I will meet you back in the valley. Well, I'm not sure what I'm missing, but I just counted everything up and we are one item short. And one of the items that we need is a honey bottle. So let me get a bottle right here, and we are just gonna fly out and find a hive. I'm not gonna grab it from any of these because we don't want to upset those bees right there. I put one in the village, so we will actually head over there and get some honey from it. And I know the bees will be very upset with me, but hopefully they will calm down pretty quickly. And here we go. We're gonna fly away before they get too close. So now with the honey bottle, we have all 40 edible items that we need for the advancement. Now it's just a matter of eating all of them. And what better place to eat these than in our kitchen. So I brought them over in a shulker box. I also have the rest of the food as well. So I'm just going to move away some of this pork chop here and move my tools out as well. I have some extra rotten flesh. That's how we will get our hunger effect. Luckily, we still have regeneration that doesn't affect our food, but it will help to keep our health up. As for everything else, I'm going to start with the raw and less nutritional items, being the rotten flesh, the puffer fish, the tropical fish, all of the raw food here, especially the raw chicken, items that will harm us initially. That way we don't have to wait for the healing effects of golden apples and things like that to dissipate. So let's go ahead and begin with the rotten flesh. I guess we can't eat that if we are hungry. We can't eat the puffer fish. I don't think we can eat any of these when we are hungry, so we will wait it out just a little bit longer. I wonder if we can eat the poisonous potato. We can't do that one either. So I'm just going to run around for a little bit and get our saturation down. There we go. We can eat the rotten flesh, and of course it doesn't give us hunger when we do that. The one time that we need it, we don't get it. Alright, we are down another hunger point. Let's eat the spider eye, and that's just gonna poison us, but no hunger from that, and a very short poison effect as well. Let's see if the chicken will give us hunger. I'm kind of amazed that we have not got the hunger effect from eating raw chicken, a spider eye, and rotten flesh. But it's definitely very low saturation, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and eat the poisonous potato, and no effect from that either. Let's do the tropical fish, the puffer fish. Oh, not the creepers. We will head inside to do the puffer fish. There are mobs everywhere out here, and the puffer fish is probably the most dangerous thing to eat in this game. I saw a creeper right outside. We'll have to be mindful of that. So now we are going to get hunger, poison, and nausea, all of the bad effects. Of course, the regeneration is helping us quite a bit, but the hunger is fantastic, so That will take us down a little bit more, and we can go ahead and eat some of these other raw items. That's actually doing quite a bit of damage to us. I know we won't die from the poison effect, but I'm kind of impressed that it's doing, I guess it is poison too. But this will help keep our saturation down. I guess the pufferfish could be a good item to continue to consume as we eat the rest of these items. So here goes the potato. Let's do the beetroot and the raw rabbit. We'll go ahead and do the raw beef as well, and some raw salmon. The suspicious stew is always fun. Let's go ahead and do that one real quick and see what we get. I think we just got regeneration from it, actually. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But that did quite a bit to what I would assume is our saturation. Let me go grab some more pufferfish. Whoa! I was not expecting that creeper to be literally right outside of our door. Alright, I have another pufferfish. I'm just gonna run around inside until we are able to eat it. I'll actually eat the chorus fruit real quick. We'll just teleport upstairs, it looks like. So we are making great progress with all of that. And this is the food that we have left. Of course, I think I will save the pumpkin pie for last. It is Thanksgiving after all, so I think that would be a great dessert, a great food to end on. And I know most people would normally opt for that enchanted golden apple last, but I think the pumpkin pie is just much more fitting. That suspicious stew must have had very high saturation, because I still haven't lost a hunger point yet. Alright, here we go, down another hunger point. Let me head back inside, we'll eat another pufferfish. And let's see what else we have that is low saturation, low healing, probably the melon, the dried kelp. We'll eat both of those. The sweet berries for sure. And the carrot, the bread, the apple, and the cookie, all of these. But it looks like our hunger effect has gone away. I'm gonna go grab the rest of the pufferfish. As soon as I lose this poison, I have a lot of pufferfish over at the boathouse, but I don't want to fly away from the regeneration while we have the poison effect. Not that it really matters, we're all the way down to half a heart anyway, but just to play it safe. Now I'll grab the rest of the pufferfish out of here, half stack of them, and we can continue to consume more pufferfish. So we'll eat the cookie next, and then the apple, have some, actually we'll have another pufferfish. That'll give us some more hunger here, hunger 3, so very strong effect. We'll eat some more bread. I think the honey gives us some sort of saturation effect or something like that, so I'm gonna do that towards the end. And of course we know that golden carrots have very high saturation, so I may want to avoid those. We will eat the baked potato. Actually, we'll do the glowberries. And then another pufferfish. And since we just ate that, I think we can go ahead and eat the golden carrot. Get that out of the way, see if we can work that hunger down a little bit. Let me run out here and see if we can run around. There we go. Alright, so the highest saturation food is taken care of. Let's do the honey next. Oh, that's right, honey heals poison. Okay. I knew it did something. We'll have another pufferfish here. And the baked potato. And I apologize for this nausea effect. There's the rabbit stew. So we have a couple more soups and stews left. And we are actually just about there. I don't think I've done the sweet berries yet. We'll do the beetroot soup. Mushroom stew here. And this is all that we have left. That's in my hotbar right here. So we are just about finished with this challenge. If we open up the advancements tab, actually, we should see that we are at 37 out of 40. So I may actually skip some of these last items and just go straight for the enchanted golden apple. And I'm not sure what else of these I haven't eaten yet. it could be the pumpkin pie, actually. So we will go with, actually, I think it might be the chicken. Yes, the chicken was one of them. See, I'm not sure if I've consumed pumpkin pie or not. But I'll just go ahead and consume everything just so we can say that we did. All at once, anyway. And I guess it is the pumpkin pie and the enchanted golden apple that I have not yet consumed. I'm gonna eat one more puffer fish real quick, and then I am just going to run around enough to where we can just consume all 3 of these in one go. Of course, I have to be careful out here at night with mobs, because all it takes is one shot from a skeleton to kill me. So I may actually go inside and sleep. So the poison effect is gone, and now I am just about down. Once I get to 3 bars of hunger, I will go ahead and eat the... I thought I slept. Then I will go ahead and eat the pumpkin pie, golden apple, and enchanted golden apple. Alright, and here we go. Let's do the golden apple. Let's do the enchanted golden apple. And for the advancement, the pumpkin pie. And we have done it. A balanced diet and a very happy Thanksgiving to us. We certainly ate well. I know this episode has gotten pretty long, but I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope, again, you have or have had a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely leave a like on it and subscribe for daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.